sad it would have made Mom if you died.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you go alone? How come you didn't tell me?
Because, Cook, you're always so cranky when someone wakes you up.
Well, sorry, but still.
I wanted to show Mom those flowers. I thought if I came here, I could meet her. I wanted to talk to her.
You can't do that. Mom's dead. You won't ever see her again.
Oh, my mic was muted. Whoops.
Tell me, Kyle, when someone dies, what happens to their soul? Do you know?
It gets crushed into oblivion.
Haven't you ever seen anything?
No, I haven't. When people die, they just go away. If there's any place a soul would go, it's in your memories. People you remember are with you forever. Lyrum will continue to live on in our memories. And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
No.
Let's return these flowers to where they belong.
Oh, man, what is it this time?
I don't know. It feels different than the spirit that attacked Mac.
Well, not to me.
The other one felt evil. This is different. It's warm, tender. It's almost tranquil.
You two get back.
Dude, I'm like really excited to stream this game. This is a really, really good game. I'm really enjoying it.
Flowers.
What is this?
I think this is the end of disc 1, so like after these cutscenes I'm gonna have to set up disc 2.
Incredible. It's a miracle. This is a miracle. It's Mom.
Yeah, Mom's here. I know she's here. She heard us. She felt us.
Mom, look.
We're doing fine, Mom.
Mom, I'm gonna go find Grandma.
I'm gonna grow strong like Kime.
Oops.
It's warm. The warmth of her soul. Lyrum's brought us a miracle, Kime.
Miracle. Always keep you in our thoughts, Lyra.
Oh man, here it goes. Oh, I should have saved it slot 1. I'll just remember slot 6. Please insert Lost Odyssey disc 2. Right, I'm gonna have to close it, I think. I don't know, I've never switched before. Go here. I'm gonna bring it back to 60 FPS. I had to change it from 60 to 30. to get that cutscene to work. Where's VSync? VSync equals false. Save. File open DVD 2. Is it that easy? Is it just gonna work? Fucking sick. There's gonna be some weird things because I bumped the resolution to 1080p. I should probably, you know what? Before
I feel kind of weird.
no wait, shut up. Before I get too far into it like that, I'm gonna just turn it back down because that's gonna piss me off. The game was at 720p, and then I bumped it to 1080, but it's kind of glitchy. It's not worth it. Still looks pretty good at 720p. You know what? I'll read. I have a couple things to read on the backlog. I read Hannah's Departure is a good one. That was one of the best ones. I don't think I read White Flowers. Lovely white flowers mark the town. They bloom on every street corner, not in beds or fields set aside for their cultivation, but blending naturally and in profusion with every row of houses, as though the buildings and the blossoms have grown up together. The season is early spring and the snow still lingers on the nearby mountains, but the stretch of ocean that gently laps the town's southern shore is bathed in refulgent sunlight. This is an old and prosperous harbor town. Even now, each day, its piers see many cruise ships and freighters come and go. Its history, however, is sharply divided between the time before and the time after an event that has happened one day long ago. People here prefer not to talk about it. The watershed engraved upon the town's chronology. The memories are too sorrowful to make stories out of them. Kayam knows this, and because he knows it, it has come here once again. Passing through, the tavern master asks him, at the sound of his voice, Kayam responds with a faint smile. You're here for the festival, I suppose. You should take your time and enjoy it. The man is in high spirits. He has joined his customers in glass after glass until now and is quite red in the face, but no one shows any signs of blaming him for overindulging. Every seat in the tavern is filled and the air reverberates with laughter. Happy voices can be heard now and then as well from the road outside. The entire town is celebrating. Once each year the festival has people making merry all night until the sun comes up. I hope you got room for the night, sir. Too late to find one now. Every inn is full to overflowing. So it seems. Not that anyone would be foolish enough to spend a night like this quietly tucked away under the covers in his room. The tavern master winks at Kayam as if to say, not you, sir, I'm sure. Tonight we're gonna have the biggest, wildest party you've ever seen, and everybody's invited, locals or not. Drink, food, gambling, women. So let me know what you want and I'll make sure you have it. Chaim sips his drink and says nothing. Because he is planning to stay awake all night, he has not taken a room, though he has no plans to enjoy the festival either. Chaim will be offering up a prayer at the hour before dawn when the night is at its darkest and deepest. He will leave the town, sent off by the morning sun as it pokes its face up between the mountains and the sea, just as he did at the time of his last visit. Back then, the tavern master, who a few minutes ago was telling one of the regular customers that his grandchild is about to be born, was himself just an infant. "This one's on me, drink up," says the tavern master, filling Chaim's shot glass. He peers at Chaim suspiciously and says, "You did come for the festival, didn't you?" "No, not really," says Chaim. "Don't tell me you didn't know about it. You mean you came here by pure chance?" "Afraid so." "Well, if you came here on business, forget it. You'll never get serious talking to anybody on a special night like this." The tavern master goes on to explain what is so special about this night. "You must have heard something about it. Once, a long, long time ago, this town was almost completely destroyed." There are two kinds of events that divide history into before and after. One is the birth or death of some great personage, a hero or savior. The other is something like a war, a plague, or natural disaster. What divided this town's history into before and after was a violent earthquake. It happened without warning and gave the soundly sleeping people of the town no chance to flee. A crack opened up in the earth with a roar, and the roads and buildings just fell to pieces. Fires started and they spread in the twinkling of an eye. Almost everyone was killed. You probably can't imagine it. All I know is that is what they taught me in school. And what does Resurrection Festival mean to a kid? It was just something that happened once upon a time. I live here and that's all that it means to me. So a traveler like you probably can't even begin to imagine what it was like. Is that what they call this holiday? Resurrection Festival? Uh-huh. The town was resurrected from a total ruin to this. That's what the celebration is all about. Chaim gives the man a grim smile and sips his liquor. "What's so funny?" the tavern master asks. "Last time I was here, they were calling it Earthquake Memorial Day. It wasn't a festival for this kind of wild celebration." "What are you talking about? It's been the Resurrection Festival ever since I was a kid." "That was before you were old enough to remember anything." "What?" "Before that, they called it Consolation of the Spirits. They burned a candle for each person who died and prayed for them to rest in peace. It was a sad festival, lots of crying." "You sound as if you saw it happen yourself." "I did." The tavern master laughs with a loud snort. "You look sober, but you must be plastered out of your mind. Now listen, it's a festival night, so I'm gonna let you off the hook for pulling my leg. But don't say stuff like that in front of the other townspeople. All of our ancestors, mine included, are the ones who barely escaped with their lives." Chaim knows full well what he is doing. He never expected the man to believe him. He just wanted to find out for himself whether the townspeople were still handing down the memories of the tragedy, whether, deep down, behind their laughing faces, there still lingered the sorrow that had been passed down from their forefathers' time. Called away by one of his other customers, the tavern master leaves Chaim's side, but not without first delivering a warning. "Be careful what you say, sir. That kind of nonsense can get you in trouble. Really, think about it. The earthquake happened all of 200 years ago." Chaim does not answer him. Instead, he sips his liquor in silence. Among the ones who died in the tragedy 200 years ago were his wife and daughter. Of all the dozens of wives and hundreds of children that Chaim has had in his eternal life, the wife and child he had here were especially unforgettable. In those days, Chaim had a job at the harbor. There were just the three of them, he, his wife, and their little girl. They lived simply and happily. The same kind of days that had preceded today would continue on into endless tomorrows. Everyone in the town believed that, including Chaim's wife and daughter, of course. Chaim knew differently, precisely because his own life was long without end, and he had consequently tasted the pain of countless partings. Chaim knew all too well that in the daily life of humans there was no forever. This life his family was leading would have to end sometime. It could not go on unchanged. This was by no means a cause for sorrow. However, denied a grasp upon forever, human beginnings knew how to love and cherish the here and now. Chaim especially loved to show his daughter flowers. The more fragile and short-lived, the better. Flowers that bloom with the morning sun and scatter before the sun went down. They were everywhere in this harbor town, lovely white flowers that bloomed in early spring. His daughter loved the flowers. She was a gentle child who would never break off blossoms that had struggled so bravely to bloom. Instead, she simply watched them for hours at a time. That year too. Look how big the buds are, they'll be blooming any time now, she said happily, when she found the white flowers on the road near the house. Tomorrow maybe? Chaim wondered aloud. Absolutely, his wife chimed in merrily. Get up early tomorrow morning and have a look. Poor little flowers though, said the daughter. It was nice when they bloomed, but then they wither right away. All the better, said Chaim's wife. It's a good luck if you get to see them blooming. That makes it more fun. It may be fun for us, answered the girl. But think about the poor flowers. They work so hard to open up and they wither that same day. It's sad. Well, yes, I guess so. A momentary air of sadness flowed into the room. Chaim quickly dispelled it with a laugh. Happiness is not the same thing as longevity, he proclaimed. What does that mean, Papa? It may not bloom for long, but the flower's happy if it can open up the prettiest blossom and give off the sweetest perfume it knows how to make while it is blooming. The girl seemed to be having trouble grasping this and simply nodded with a little sigh. And then she broke into a smile and said, It must be true if you say so, Papa. Her smile was more beautiful than any flower in full bloom. He should have said it to her. Chaim later regretted that he had not. The words that he had uttered so carelessly, he came to realize, turned out to be something of a prophecy. Well now, young lady, he said, if you're getting up early to see the flowers tomorrow morning, you better go to bed right now. Alright, Papa, if I really have to. I'm going to bed now too, said Chaim's wife. Okay then, good night, Papa. His wife said to Chaim, Good night, dear. I really am going to bed now. Good night, Chaim replied, enjoying one last cup to ease the day's fatigue. These turned out to be the last words the family shared. A violent earthquake struck the town before dawn. Chaim's house collapsed and he hit rubble. Chaim's two loved ones departed for that distant other world before they could awaken from their deep sleep without ever having had a chance to say good morning to him. The morning sun rose on a town that had been destroyed in an instant. Amid the rubble, the flowers were blooming. The white flowers that Chaim's daughter had wanted so badly to see. Chaim thought to lay a flower and offering on his daughter's cold corpse, but abandoned the idea. He could not bring himself to pick a flower. No one, no living being on the face of the earth, he realized, had the right to snatch the life of a flower that possessed that life for only one short day. Chaim could never say to his daughter, You go first to heaven and wait for me. I'll be there before long. Nor would he ever know the joy of reunion with his loved ones. To live for 1,000 years meant bearing the pain of 1,000 years of partings. Chaim continued his long journey. A dizzying number of years and months flowed by, years and months during which the numberless wars and natural calamities scourged the earth. People were born and they died. They loved each other and were parted from the ones they loved. There were joys beyond measure, the sorrows just as measureless. People fought and argued without end, but they also loved and forgave each other endlessly. Thus was history built up as the tears of the past evolved gradually into prayers for the future. Chaim continued his long journey. After a while, he rarely thought about the wife and daughter with whom he had spent those few short days in the harbor town, but he never forgot them. Chaim continued his long journey, and in the course of his travels, he stopped by the harbor town again. As the night deepened, the din of the crowd only increased. But now, as a hint of life comes into the eastern sky without a signal from anybody, the noise gives way to silence. Chaim has been standing in the town's central square. The revelers, too, have found their way here one at a time until almost before he knows it, the stone-paved plaza is filled with people. Chaim feels a tap on the shoulder. I didn't expect to find you here, says the tavern master. While Chaim gives him a silent smile, the tavern master looks somewhat embarrassed and says, There's something I forgot to tell you before. Oh? Well, you know the earthquake happened a long time ago, before my father and mother's time, even before my grandparents' generation. It might sound funny for me to say this, but I can't imagine this town in ruins. I know what you mean. I do think, though, there are probably things in this world that you can remember even if you haven't actually experienced them. Like the earthquake. I haven't forgotten it. And I'm not the only one. It may have happened 200 years ago, but nobody in this town has ever forgotten it. We can't imagine it, but we can't forget it either. Just as Kayam nods again to signal his understanding of the tavern's keeper's words, a somber melody echoes throughout the square. This is the hour when the earthquake destroyed the town. All the people assembled here close their eyes, clasp their hands together, and offer up a prayer. The tavern master and Kayam among them. To Kayam's closed eyes come the smiling faces of the dead wife and daughter. Why are they so beautiful and so sad? These faces that believe with all their hearts that tomorrow is sure to come. The music ends. The morning sun climbs above the horizon. And everywhere throughout the town bloom countless white flowers. In 200 years, the white flowers have changed. Scientists have hypothesized that the earthquake may have changed the nature of the soil itself, but no one knows the cause for sure. The lives of the flowers have lengthened. Where before they would bloom and wither in the space of a single day, now they hold their blooms for 3 and 4 days at a time. Moistened by the dew of night, bathed in the light of the sun, the white flowers strive to live their lives to the fullest, beautifying the town as if striving to live out the portion of life denied to those whose tomorrows were snatched away from them forever. Damn, they really do not miss, huh? They do not miss with these fucking stories. Ew! Alright, actual game time. My mouth gets so dry when I read. Oh wow, that's just happening. Oh man, that sucks.
Cook, I feel kind of weird.
Mac, are you getting all strange again?
You'll be okay, Mac.
Oh my god, hold on. Let me fucking
Do bad things
try one more thing to try to fix these shadows. Hold on. Alright, that should be, it should be better. Alright, cool. It should be 60 now. Yeah, 60 FPS now. Alright, nice. It just looks weird and choppy when it's at 30.
Cook, I feel kind of weird.
Mac, are you getting all strange again?
You'll be okay, Mac. Calm down. Your power won't do bad things anymore.
What? You know about this?
It's weird. This strange power is moving inside of me. That's the magic of the Eastern Tribe. Don't worry about it. The Eastern Tribe coexists with the forest. They both respect and fear it. They revere and live so closely with the forest that they gain special powers from it.
Isn't the Eastern Tribe the people who started the war 500 years ago?
But why me? You were possessed by the Crimson Forest, which still holds the remnants of the Eastern Tribe's spirit. Because of that, the power of the Eastern Tribe now resides within you, Mac.
Ooh, seems like a mixed blessing to me.
That's not true. I'm sure it'll come in handy. You should be thankful, Mac.
Good for you, Mac. I wish I could get it.
You don't suppose the Crimson Forest would possess me too, would it?
That power sucks. Is Mac part of my party? Oh my god, he is. I don't know what he is. What is your role? Power hit. Spirit magic. What does spirit magic do? Shadow. Support, I guess. I can use these things now. Nice. What's this? It wasn't like this before. Ah, maybe because Mac is here. Me? Seems so. There's a powerful spirit magic at work in the forest. It's like that. Likely that everything is coming back to life due to a spirit mage like Mac being here. How neat. Let's see if these things are working. Okay. I forget where they are. I do not remember. There's one right here, right? No? This? No? I do not remember where the fuck these things are.
Let's get him!
Let's attack. Big wind. Damn, I got a 5-person party. Mac, what do you do? Yeah, he's just like kind of support magic, I guess. Ah.
Let's go!
Spell. What are you? Wind? Yep. See what Shadow does. Oh yeah. Another big AoE move. I need more of those.
I wonder if Mom would be proud of me.
Damn, he got some levels to catch up with. He's only level 15. Nothing here. I think I remember. I think maybe. No, I don't. I lied. I don't remember. Oh.
Not too smart, eh?
You do. No, that's stone. Prism. And then you make his prism go fast. And then you do shadow. Because I like that move.
Okay.
Oh, we're still not gonna go for them. Maybe that wipes everyone out? Maybe? Close enough. I actually kind of do have to fight now. I have to level up Mac. Why did he just skip the turn order? The only reason I'm fucking fighting is from Mac. And he fainted. Great.
What a waste of time.
Look at him just lay there. Oh, let me heal. Use Kayam's heal. Kayam doesn't use too much magic. Use up his MP. Alright, nice. Keek. I think I go on the map where that thing like disconnects, right? Or I have a random encounter. That's fine too. You need attack skills, ma'am. We might as well just do spirit magic.
Okay.
Oh, why are they always picking on Mac? Right, he should level now.
That wasn't very fun.
Yep. Learn counter. Is that a passive skill? Counter. Randomly performs a counter. Kayam, you should get in on that, you know? Counter? Seth, you should get in on that. That's a good one. Combo. I can teach him spirit magic too. I'm gonna teach it to Seth. Yeah, I don't think these work. So I'm just gonna leave. I can't like cast magic outside of battle, can I? No, I don't think so. Save. Go to good old slot one. The game gave me no like real direction to go, so I guess I'll just leave. Oh, okay, cool. Oh man, another story. I'm gonna read this one. This happened a long, long time ago on a small island which has since perished. It had an odd custom. They mourned their dead with a song. with elegies. The song will play without ceasing, from the last moments before death, through the funeral, to the burial. Elegies will be sung for many purposes: to ease the grief of the family, to recall the legacy of the deceased, to appease the soul of one who died under stressful circumstances, to celebrate one person's having lived to a ripe old age, or to invoke anger at another person's pointless death. There was no fixed melodies or lyrics. Apparently the song would... Oh my god, I cannot read right now. Apparently the songs were sung without lyrics at all. No documents have survived, so all we can do is assemble oral histories, says the archaeologist as she views the island from the deck of the ship. The people of that island country had no writing system, which means they had no way to leave behind signs of or evidence of their lives. I wish we could at least interview a few survivors, but there weren't any. Every single person was killed. The research team's archaeologist is a young woman in her 20s. Her country is the one that destroyed the island. It happened while our ancestors, 7 generations back, were still young people. I hate to badmouth my own country, she says with a shrug, but they didn't really have to go that far. That far is no exaggeration. Our country prided itself on the overwhelming military force. For it to gain mastery over the tiny island would have been as simple as twisting an infant's arm. But our country believed in oppressing its neighbors with force. The leaders were thinking more of those neighbors than of the island itself when it launched its all-out attack. The island was a mere object lesson. It was scorched from end to end. Every human being on the island, from newborn babies to elders on the verge of death, was killed without mercy. It's odd though, says the young woman with a grim smile. There are hardly any records left from that time, even in our country. I suppose what they did was so terrible, they didn't want their descendants to know about it. Her remark prompts some older scholars on board to clear their throats, at the sound of which she snaps her mouth shut. Sorry, she whispers, you're not much older than I am. You probably don't want to hear about all this old stuff anyway. I do though. What interest can a sailor like you have in these boring academic matters? Chaim only shakes his head in silence. Suddenly things become very busy on deck. The boat is approaching the island and has entered a stretch of intricate channels where the skill of the crew will be tested. The boat swing calls Chaim. Oh, I'm sorry, the woman says. I shouldn't be monopolizing your time. You've got work to do. Even as she apologizes, the talkative young archaeologist asks Chaim, do you mind if I ask you one last question? Please ask away, he replies, stopping in his tracks. She looks around to make sure no one is listening and whispers, I'm sure this is your first time taking a research team over. Uh-huh. And your first time going to the island? Well, yes. So you probably don't know about some of the bad stories they tell about this place. That some scholars who go there fall under a curse. Like they get sick while doing their research on the island, or they become mentally unstable after they go home. I've heard even some killed themselves. You mean a long time ago, right? Right, this is my first research trip in 50 years. Up to then, every time they set out a team, 1 or 2 of the members would suffer the curse. This is why they put a stop to them all these years. So I'm a little scared myself. She sends a mock shudder through her body. I just thought I'd ask you if you could teach me some magic spell for getting back safely. Chaim looks straight at her, not merely taking in her appearance, but searching for the person deep inside. You'll be fine, he says. You think so? I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. She looks at him questioningly. If you hear singing, though, he adds, hum along with it. What do you mean, she asks, her expression increasingly uneasy, but Chaim says nothing more. Get over here now, mister, the boat swan shouts at Chaim, who heads for his station. He did tell the woman one white lie, though. This is not his first time coming to the island. He's been here many times before. His first trip happened a long, long time ago. As the archaeologist said, the island's elegies have no fixed melody or lyrics. They were all sung but that's not even a word. Extemporaneously. and never repeat it. 100 deaths required 100 elegies, nor did mourners agree in advance on the nature of their elegy before they started singing. At first, each would sing his or her own song expressing his or her own feelings about the deceased. Eventually, the jumble of songs would come together into a single melody without any one singer taking the lead. In the culture of this island that had no writing, there was of course no musical notation. There were no instruments for accompaniment either. Each mourner, in grieving for the loved one, would give voice to hopes for a peaceful last journey, and a song would emerge. Chaim's travels first brought him here when the island was at peace, which is to say, centuries ago. He happened to arrive just after the death of a village elder. For 3 days and nights, an elegy was sung around the clock. The island people's song, which shook the darkness and reverberated all across the clear, blue daytime sky, left its mark with a certain ennobling comfort in the breast of Chaim, a man whom fate had decreed that no one would ever sing an elegy. To think that such an island had been burned to the ground. The people fled in all directions at once and were murdered one at a time. It was an absolute bloodbath. Chaim knows about the atrocities that accompanied the butchery, things that were not handed down to the generation of the young archaeologist. Had it wished to, the woman's country could have taken control of the island in a single night, but instead it used its military power to chase down each of the island's inhabitants over a period of several days, as if carefully filling in the blank spaces in a coloring book. The island became enveloped in elegies. At first, while the living still outnumbered the dead, voices and elegiac songs all but shook the island with their volume. As the days went by, however, the dead came to outnumber the living. The sobbing voices and songs grew even fainter. When the battle reached its final phase, the few remaining islanders who had been cornered in the island's northern tip fled into a large cave. They resigned themselves to death. All that was left for them to do was pray that they might be allowed to die with some degree of peace. But even a small measure of hope they were unable to wring from their attackers. The army of archaeologists' country went for maximum brutality. They entered the cave with every weapon at their command, and they dragged out and killed 1 islander per day. Today it was an old man. The next day it was a young man. The day after they tortured to death a young mother with an infant at her breast, and the following day the infant they tore from her arms was put to death. The elegies resounded without interruption. The singing voices that escaped from the cave invaded the ears of the soldiers who were carrying on the massacre. Those soldiers with kind hearts collapsed one after another, or they went mad and left the front line. The song was the final weapon of the islanders who had no other means to fight. They went on singing as they struggled against starvation, thirst, and their own fears. The commanding officer of the anti-insurgency's force ordered his men to fill in the mouth of the cave. If they buried the people alive, he thought, the singing would no longer be audible. Nevertheless, faint singing continued. It went on day after day. Rainy days, clear days, daytime, nighttime, it continued, but no longer without breaks, which gradually increased in length. The singing went beyond being an elegy for a single person and became a song suffused with the sorrow of all the living things on the island. About the time the season ended, the last thin thread of singing died out. The army left the island. Not a single record of these military operations was left. Never again did anyone come to live on the island. The first research team of 50 years is plagued by difficulties. One scholar after another collapses. Almost every day someone is sent out to the vessel anchored offshore, sick. All of the scholars moan with pain blocking their ears. The situation is exactly what it was before the island was sealed off from research. Chaim knows exactly what is happening. The ocean breeze sweeping across the island sounds like a song. The branches swaying in the forest sound like a song. The birds in the trees sound like a song. The babbling of a brook sounds like a song. The treading of boots on piled up fallen leaves sound like a song. The crashing and receding waves on the shore sound like a song. The elegy for the island that people sang with every last bit of life they could dredge up from inside themselves now is being sung by the island itself. Please stop, I beg you. Please stop. The scholars cry out in a delirium, covering their ears. I don't know what we did. It was our ancestors, not us. Scholars who moan this hear anger and sorrow in a constantly resounding elegy. What they say is true. It is not their fault, but they have been given no knowledge of what happened on this island so long ago. Sometimes not knowing can be a profound sin. They should prick up their ears and listen all the more. This is what Kayam has always done. The elegy being sung by the island is not merely hurling hatred and anger at them. The island is not trying to torture members of the younger generation like them who are without sin. Rather than blocking their ears, they should listen. If they do so, the message will reach them, for the island is telling them, you must know the truth. You must know what actually happened on this island so long ago. The investigation ends much earlier than originally planned. Most of the research team had returned to the ship, their health broken, and some of the more seriously ill members have been sent home. It is no longer possible to continue the work. The young archaeologist who spoke to Kayam on the way in is one of the few who had persevered to the end. Thanks to you, she says to Kayam. As soon as she climbed from the launch into the ship, she saw Kayam standing on the deck and hurried over to him. She looks haggard, but her fatigue is clearly less physical than mental. Still, her eyes harbor a strong-willed gleam. Did you hear the singing? He asks. I did, she says with a nod, looking back at the receding island. It was so sad. Just as he had thought, she was able to open herself to the sadness. Did you sing along with it? Yes, I did that too, partly because of what you said to me, but also I found myself humming the same tune quite naturally. Kayam nods and smiles at her. This is the first time he has encountered anyone with the heart to hear the island's elegy. This time when I get home, she says, I want to do more serious research on the war. It's something I have to do. I almost feel I don't have any choice in the matter. I'm glad to hear that, he says. I might turn up some facts that my country finds inconvenient, but I feel it's absolutely necessary to learn the truth, to know what actually happened. The ship emerges into the open sea. A single white bird flies out from the island as if seeing the ship off on its journey. Tracing a great arc against the blue sky, it releases one high, ringing cry. No longer an elegy, this is a song of joy and forgiveness, signaling the dawn of a new age. Another banger. Another banger. Oh, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Something just fell over and it kind of scared me. We're going to City of Numara. Unfortunately, they don't. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, what the hell am I doing here? What is this box? Would you like to try playing this cube here? You don't know what cubic music is? When you hit it, it makes a beautiful sound. Okay. Need a cubic music score to play. I'll give it a shot. Yes. What? I can only have 2 people in front? Oh no. I don't understand what's happening. E F C B. That sucked. I'm gonna look up a guide. That's too big a brain for me. Google. Odyssey Song 1. They're not going to tell me how to play it? Let's do Q1. Why no tell me? You'll have to play the same pattern you just saw. Google is no help. Oh, okay, I see, I found it. Yes. Alright, I need 4 people. No, go. C E G C Oh yeah, I'm so smart. What do I get? Force. I have one more, I might as well give it a shot. Yes, I need 4 people again. 1, 2, 3, 4. D-A-A-D. D-A-A-D. I did it. I did the thing. Dodger. Alright, that's all I have. What do these new things do? Force inflicts weak physical damage. Dodger evasion rate. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good.
And that little.
Oh, the audio.
Hang on.
What's going on? Important. They have to broadcast it around the world. Man, this sucks.
Lot of work. History.
See you later.
Monarchy order me. There in accordance. Declared be abolished. Council.
Boy, sure shit him there.
Gora's.
Bah?
DoubleSunday.
I blind shall bear 40 aura.
Oh, thank. I thought you were.
What a dick.
Of this neck, I shall have see a soul spirit, a royal second. Well, it's honor.
Oh, Kayam's not gonna like that.
Got a hair.
Did say, Caesar, right?
Government.
Citizen, allow me to make one of reached decision.
It's me. Kid.
Is that the?
What is?
Oh man.
See, fitted, stand, can't, is aggressive country. It's time. No more anymore.
Yes.
A swept station. Times like
I gotta get out of here.
my late is
Hell is. Blame your.
I'm oh anything.
Use.
I was just.
There. See? Slip.
Hey. But all keep an eye on you.
Then we'll hurl up.
Well, look. Well.
This guy's. We should. We. And before we look. Gonna go. In on this number 6.
Hey. Okay, you. Let me
It
just.
I'm.
Let him in. See ya. Shudder as we on him.
Yeah, badass. I wish the voice acting was all fucked right now. It's a pretty good scene.
Man. A handful. He's back. Put that pearl.
Alright, so basically, if you weren't watching, the king... Oh my god, cat. What is this? But the king is in power, and he broadcasts that these guys are bad. The party is bad. It's last seed. I have a lot of money now. Let me go to the weapon shop. Better stay away from the soldiers because they are angry at us because Gongora is a piece of shit.
Hey, I've seen those guys before. What?
What's going on?
Ow, that.
Oh man.
Hey, who threw that?
What the?
Hey, it's you! You're the Orin spies!
Spies?
Look at Kyle all stanced up.
We've got nothing to do with this. Here's your spy.
Yeah, what? Hey, don't point your finger at me.
Ura's gonna attack Numara, isn't it? It's all your fault!
Everyone in Nomura thinks that we are spies. That's not good. Let's see what the Queen has to say about this. Is where I assume that we're going. Can I take that seed? Oh yeah. Save. What? To yes. Oh. Man. Queen is not feeling well. Can't go. Please. Nope. Please. Nope. Alright, we're not going in there. How do I get out of here? I guess I gotta go all the way back to the seed. How many seeds do I have? Last time I gave the fucking monkey dude a bunch of them. He gave me something pretty sick. I only have 4. It's a long way back. Suggestion for channel points reward. Turn on face cam, turn off face cam. That is actually a pretty good idea. But then I'm gonna feel bad when people tell me to turn it off. I'm gonna be like, oh, alright, I guess I'll turn it off.
Get down!
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing I'll do when I mess around with my channel settings. I still have to change the text from purple to white.
Fire!
This is no ordinary attack, is it?
What's an ordinary attack?
Cook, Mac, now's the chance for you to slip into the smoke and run.
What? No way.
Move! If you stay here, you'll be in our way.
That's not true. We're in this together.
That'd be good for like a Minecraft or
Let's go.
something.
Look.
Don't worry, we'll be
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to route it.
Surprise him by running away.
You. Shut up.
What?
Climb. See you later.
You know, I think they've noticed us.
Kind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-download Voice Meter.
If we put up a struggle here,
I seen a video on it and it looked pretty easy.
war between Ura and Numara.
So that means we should do what?
I'm thinking about buying a new mic too. I like this mic, but I feel like I'd like another one if I had it.
So we let ourselves get caught. That's brilliant.
We should let them know fighting won't solve anything.
Then we'll need the power of the Queen.
Power of the Queen.
It's like in the advanced audio settings or whatever. You change the tracks.
Yeah, right.
You're wise to surrender, spy.
Yeah, I think this mic's pretty good, honestly.
Not spies. We want to speak to the proper authorities.
Did I just get arrested?
If you're not spies, then what is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of what?
For ordinary travelers, you've certainly managed to get involved in some extraordinary events.
I apologize for pretending to be something I'm not. I just want you to hear me out.
Oh, I'll hear you out. You're going to tell me what Ura is plotting.
God!
Well, see, now there's no surprise. They were going to throw you a birthday party.
Nice.
Where's the queen?
That's gotta hurt.
It's Dark Snake 28.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Idiot.
Is that someone here right now?
What's that look for? This fellow senses something unusual in your eyes.
What? Huh?
Well then, let's expose those eyes for what they really are. Our country's sorcerers have some impressive powers themselves.
I am flattered, General.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy! Whoa! Oh!
Jansen.
Wow, do you see what I'm seeing? Because that's... Are those mine? Those are mine.
Ah.
They're mine?
These are without doubt crystals of magic energy. What this man sees is passed along to another sorcerer through these lenses of light. They are called spy eyes, and they allow a sorcerer to see everything the wearer sees.
Awfully elaborate stunt to pull, even for a spy.
Hey, you know, I am not that smart. I mean, I'm not saying I'm dumb. I didn't know.
Excuse me, General, but this man is most likely telling the truth.
What?
The person in which spy eyes are implanted would not be aware of them. I could tell that much when I remove them. This is high-level magic, far beyond the capabilities of someone such as myself.
Even with your power, you could not do it?
As you say, sir.
Ah, can't believe he was just using me.
Of all the times to figure that out.
I am gonna make that greedy, senile, flea-infested bastard pay.
Huh, you won't have time for that, spies. Kill them.
Oh no.
Well, all right then.
There was just no...
He's the imposter among us. Am I right?
This does not look good.
Well, down. What skills you have? Steel? That's it. Jesus. Oh my god. I'm going to die. You heal a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't like that move. That move hurty. Oh man. Oh man. Do not shoot Jansen, please, for the... Okay, cool. Or you heal again. You heal. We're going to die. Oh. Oh. Easy.
That shit bussin'.
Long load screen.
You're only up against 3 people! What are you doing?
What's happening? I can't see! It's getting cold here. What's... What? Huh?
Oh. He's got a bra on.
Are those your moms?
I don't believe it.
My, oh my.
What about you? Just
Get out of here!
Hey, come back here! Who did this?
Oh, those rascals.
Mac?
Hey, where'd you guys come from?
It was fun coming up here.
We ended up sneaking around like thieves.
Yeah.
You did great. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
What? Don't let them escape! Release the god beasts!
Ah, fucking idiot. Stupid. I gotta get out of here. Oh god. They really did release the beasts, didn't they? You can't touch me, fucking stupid. Sorry, I gotta probe this vase. Give me a sec. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh god. Alright, I'm out of here. Are there any more back here? Yep, there's one. Can I make a cool new ring? Magic ring. Like that. They are very ineffective. But just let me do whatever. Shockwave. Why not? I'm gonna get like cornered. Maybe not. Oh, hold on, give me a sec. Oh god. Alright. Oh wait, nope. Let me just take that. And let me just take this. I probably have to go. I'm gonna. Oh! I don't even think I'm going the right way. I have no idea where I'm going. There's more things. Nope. Can't do that. Oh! Let me just... Where the fuck am I going? They're gold. So I guess I'll just go up again. There's a lot of things in these vases. Oh, I'm gonna get caught here. Yep, they got me. Oh, I didn't heal from last time. I have everyone now, so it should be easier. Casting support, Jansen. Spirit magic, shadow. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. He's gonna shoot. Oh, maybe not. Dog not dead? Yeah, that hurt. Alright, dog dead. I'm gonna get fucked up. Someone's gonna die. Or not. He's gonna do the wrong thing and not kill me. She's not gonna die. I am simply too good at the game. Watch this.
It's not in my nature to lose.
Yeah, plot armor, pretty much. She can't even really die because she's immortal. She just gets back up after like a turn of being dead. Heal. I'm gonna get caught again. Or not. This way. This looks important. Magic Sealing Feathers. Is this where I started? I don't remember. I don't think so, no. Save. Damn, I've already been playing for 10 hours. Holy shit. That lag.
Whew. Yeah, this is much better. Time to relax.
You all right?
Yeah, somehow.
I haven't dropped any so far. I think it's easier on the weekend because not everyone is on doing stuff.
Tired cook.
Looks good.
Ming!
Aunt Ming!
Ming!
Jensen?
Please, don't get up.
Why have you come? Oh,
Ming.
you're all... You don't remember me? I'm Seth. Seth Balmore. This is Kai Marganar. We're comrades. Remember?
Yes, comrade. Can't do a very good Russian accent.
Here, let me help you.
Seth is a dude's name. But that's fine.
End of the line for you. Your Majesty, I'm terribly sorry for the trouble. It will be over. Just a moment.
Sorry, this will be over in a second.
Hey, Squeaky, don't care about the Queen's continued good health, huh?
Aunt Ming!
You!
Get out of the way! You do anything funny and the Queen gets it. Figurehead or not, she's still the Queen, Tiny. If anything happens to her, you'll be held responsible. You know better than to try anything, right? I mean, you're not stupid.
You're a real thug. You know that, Jansen? There's an exit in the back.
Huh?
Behind us.
Jansen, keep it up. Fall back.
Right. Don't move! Don't move! Don't you dare move!
Yeah, don't move.
You get it? Don't move from that spot!
You swine!
Nice. Well, time to go. Can I actually leave, like, the city now, please? Cat. Wait. Cat. Pet. It's a good kitty. Can I take that? Yes, I can.
I command you to stop!
Yeah, let's. Oh! Yeah. This guy's annoying.
General Kukunis!
You won't get away.
He got a tank now.
Because you're all under arrest on suspicion of spying and for abducting Her Majesty the Queen. You will come along quietly.
I like how we had to specify the queen.
Say your prayer!
Tank power, cannon power. Oh no. What do I attack first? Cannon? Cannon unit? Barrier. Yes. Yeah, but it's a JRPG, they'll be fine. I'm the main character. Oh god. Oh, that's a weak ass tank.
Let's go!
It's just gonna fucking run me over. It's gonna run over a child.
Check it out!
can you heal? Yes. It's Tiananmen Square. I think my social credit just dropped.
Let's go!
Oh man. All better. Attack. Yes. Just keep going for the fucking cannon. Shut up. Oh, that's gonna suck. That is going to hurt. I got full energy now.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, that weak. All right, that hurt.
It's no use. Don't even think you can stop us with your feeble efforts.
Feeble. Cool. Also heal. What can you do? Power hit? Combo? Wall? I don't think I can get hit with a full charged fucking tank blast anymore. I think I got rid of it. Get rid of that tank unit. Combo on the tank unit. Yeah, punch it. Alright, that's fucking sucked. Good effort though. Alright, still not gone? Jesus. Wait, heal. No. The attack. You heal. I was making sure I was still recording. That would have sucked. Twitch feature is good, but the quality isn't as good as if I record at the same time for the VODs. I thought it used up more performance than it actually does. Like, it actually does not use a lot to record and stream at the same time. It's just sometimes I forget to unpause when I take a break, or sometimes I just forget to hit record until like 30 minutes in. And that sucks. Increase physical attack. Yeah, honestly. I did just start doing it though. Like on like Friday. That's when I started recording at the same time. Otherwise I just use Twitch Loser. This tank sucks. A tank versus 2 children and like three people. Baba Booey. It is a tank though, I'll give it that. Sure is tanking some hits. Yeah, the music for the entire game is really good. They really knew what they were doing.
I'm not through yet. The real man dives in head first.
No cat!
Sorry. What would hurt a tank? Flare? Well, I mean, it is a tank. I'm gonna punch it. Yeah. Good hustle.
Our tank is too magnificent to strike.
Yeah, this is a terrible tank.
Don't you realize it's no
This would be no good in war.
Huh?
If just 5 dudes can beat it.
Go! Move! Forward!
Little ass kid just went up and punched it. If a little kid comes up and punches your tank, I mean, it's not a good tank. 5 fruity guys versus a whole tank. One of them is a woman, actually. 2 of them are women, actually. The other 3 are extremely fruity, though. I'm concerned that you know her name is Piper Perry. I didn't know that.
You had that coming. Why don't you just go back to bed and start the day over?
Oh, what are you doing? Fire! Shoot them!
You could have just said that girl on the couch. I would have known. Oh yeah, CGI cutscene.
Come on, Nick. Hurry, come on, let's run.
I don't even remember what she looks like, to be honest. I fucking idiot. You punched his hand. All I can picture is just a generic looking blonde girl.
Wait.
Yeah, sorry about that thing back there.
Don't be.
Well, I didn't want to pull a stunt like that, but listen, did I hurt you? I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean it.
It's fine. Everyone is safe now after all.
Well, you know, I should really be thanking you for helping us escape.
Well, since these children were there.
You're acting kind of weird. You got a crush.
Would you shut up? We had a moment there.
Are you okay?
Alright, that's enough of the soundboard.
Cook? Mac? Why are you two... Did something happen to your mother?
She's passed on.
Please don't let your spirits fall. I'll always be with you.
Thank you, Aunt Ming.
Oh, why would a big boy like you be crying, Mac?
He's not a big boy, he is 8 years old.
It's going to change from
And he's
here on
fighting. It's a stream deck. You just drag and drop like audio files to it.
What you said earlier, that we were friends, is it true?
Yeah, but this isn't the best place to stop and talk about it. We need to get
And
out
me,
of town.
need an Uncle Ming?
What will you do,
What
Your
up?
Highness? You said earlier you couldn't leave because you were the queen.
Time.
I'll go with you. It seems I
Time.
must.
You come with us?
Yes.
Out.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Well,
Hold on. We're being pursued by both Numara and Gungara. We should probably find a ride.
yeah, I agree.
Ride. Where? How?
Let's go to the harbor. I've got an idea.
600 seconds. How long is that? Composite magic tutorial. What do you do? Like, how do you do it? The timeout, and then the time, and then the name? Some spells can be combined together to form what is known as composite magic. Do slashes. Oh, okay. Must be able to use both of the spells that compose it. Use the spellbook under menu to check. Okay. Okay. No. Alright, let's check. I already forgot what this. Flare. Oh, the queen's in my party now. How do I... Alright, Jansen. You're out of here, bud. It is queen time. Wait, can I have all 6? Nope, only 5. When will she learn? Wow, I need more healing items. I have like none. Oh man, I'll probably go for like another half hour. Then I gotta get ready for bed. I have to go to work tomorrow. That kind of sucks. Shipyard. I don't know. You probably only get 2 votes. Am I trying to get that boat? Or am I just trying to get a general boat? Who's the little guy? Goblin. Okay, boat being made. Awesome. Let me on boat.
Wow, this is a serious engine.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Eh?
Eh?
Hey, that engine. Where'd you get it?
Oh, this. Let's see. When was that?
I like how he has a chin. Oh, wait, no, it's for the helmet, I guess.
Huge fish washed up on shore.
Wait, no, it's his beard. He has a chin strap. What a guy.
We checked it out and realized it could deliver incredible output, so we fixed it and installed it in the boat.
Did the repairs work?
Like a charm. That boat was built to be General Kakanis' command vessel. Installing it is all that's left to do.
I see. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
A huge fish, huh? You know, a while back...
Is there something you remember?
I really depended on it.
He was a pirate.
Depend on what? The fish or the engine?
The engine. It's from back when I was a pirate.
Huh? Seth, you were a pirate?
Yep, that's right.
Wow! Amazing! That is so cool!
Huh?
Oh yeah, I've always loved women who are pirates and swordswomen and stuff.
Yeah, you're green
I've read
now.
books about them for like ever. It is so exciting to meet a real woman pirate. I mean, She wants to be your
Green and purple on this stream. Green and purple are so ugly together, like Barney.
What he said. Could I? So, Seth, Mistress Seth, please, please let me be your apprentice.
Quarrel. She just didn't get an answer? Poor girl. Can't get on a boat. Her voice actor is Lil from Rugrats. She does a lot of stuff. I don't know if you ever seen Rugrats, but she was Lil. She's pretty popular.
He said to call him when we're ready for a test run.
Alright, yeah. Oh, hey, look! Someone's on board!
Hey, yourself, you little toad.
What are you doing there? Get off!
Alright, see you later.
Get word to General Kakanis! Hurry!
Yes, sir!
We gotta go! Somebody grab that!
I think Seth is another famous voice actor. I don't know for sure though.
Ship is leaving. Thank you. All right. This should be easy. Oh, wow, a lot of buttons there. Gonna need a manual. I think I'm
Out of the way, amateur.
Yeah, look at the pirate go.
Here goes. Starting engine. Cast off.
Yeah, cast off. Oh. Oh god, I drive the boat. Control tutorial. Okay. 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 No. I get to walk around on the boat while I'm driving the boat. Amazing. Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we find everything that we're searching for.
Are you feeling okay?
One Piece.
I'm fine.
I'm the only one that's without you.
Okay then, where do we start?
Have your memories come back?
Nope, it comes in fragments. Same as you. Bits and pieces.
Please tell me what you meant by saying we were comrades.
Do you have dreams?
Yes, I do. Well, what about them?
Have you ever wondered if those dreams might be fragments of your past?
Oh, she is also
There
immortal.
might be something turning round and round in your heart, different from the way you are now. Have you ever had a rush of feelings?
Wow, you're like saying more than one word since you've been getting your memory back. Well,
Yeah, he
you're still
developed.
as fun to be with, though.
Well, have you experienced anything like what Kaima's talking about?
I'm not sure.
You know that you're called the 1,000-year-old queen, right? And your body is supposed to be immortal?
Yes, but I don't know why I'm called that. Or why my body doesn't age. I don't understand anything.
That must be why Kakanis looks down on you. You've lost your purpose.
It's just that... How should I put it? I often feel as though there's something terribly important that I'm forgetting. And it pains me. As though it may not be in my memories after all. But my heart remembers the pain. There have been many times recently when this has happened. My body wouldn't move, like it was exhausted. And then I would collapse.
The old ass
When I
lady.
felt this vague sense of unease coming on, I would often play the harp, and that would calm my mind.
So that's what you were doing when we met.
Yes. Kokonis frequently advised me to lift the country from its isolation. At those times, he recommended nothing more than expanding our information about the outside world. But it seems that his true objective was something else.
No, this is what they call fate. See, meeting me was predestined. That means Kokonis just played a role. He was a pawn to make it happen.
All right, that's enough out of you.
Ow, hey!
All right, Seth.
Yeah, beat his ass.
I felt the same as you until recently. My memories were locked up.
Your memories were locked up?
You, me, Seth, and Sarah. And one more whose name that you as queen should know. The Urin sorcerer, Gongora.
Oh, you just gave her PTSD.
Yes, I'm aware that there is a sorcerer called Gongora, but...
The five of us were once comrades. We had a 1,000-year agreement. We came to this world to accomplish something important. For that reason, we were made immortal. We don't age. When the end of the 1,000-year agreement drew near, Gongora betrayed us. Though we couldn't die, he inflicted pain on us that was worse than death.
Pain? What kind of...
He deprived me of someone more important to me than myself. He cruelly stole her from me, and inflicted a deep wound on my heart that can never be healed.
I also had something important stolen from me. Gongora used magic energy to block my memories and seal them within me. After he wiped out our entire lives, we became like living corpses.
Then I too have had something very important stolen, and my memories locked away?
Yes.
What could possibly be so important?
Don't push yourself. Take all the time you need to remember.
Yeah, Grandma.
Oh yeah, I have something to return to you.
Return? To me?
This really saved me.
I met you before, didn't I?
Yeah, 200 years ago. I borrowed this from you back then.
I must meet with Gongora.
That's what we plan to do.
Yeah, we're gonna beat his ass.
He's up to something that involves Grand Staff. We have to stop him. That has become our mission.
Guess that means our destination is Ura, right?
Hold on. If we go to Ura, we'll have to cross the ocean. In a boat like this, there's no way we'd make it.
Even with your engine, Seth?
It's an old clunker.
Oh, it's got power to burn, but the ship itself wouldn't be able to handle the strain. It would fall apart.
Aww.
Why don't we head for Gotza? They've made the most progress with magic technology. I am the Queen of Numara. I shall request aid from the King of Gotza in the name of our countries and for the world's future.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. What if I just go back inside? Yeah, boat. General testosterone. No. I like how the kid just asks a stupid question and Kayam's just like, just doesn't give him an answer. Or how do I get out? How do I go back? How do I ship? How do I want to know how to drive. There we go. Depart. How do they get to that? How do I do that? Oh my... Yes, there we go. That was weird. How do I look at the map? I don't know where I'm going. Oh. Oh, there we go. Alright, I guess it's over there. Are they gonna make me fight on the boat? Is there gonna be like random encounters? I hope not. There we are. Land.
Land at last! Dry land. No more worrying about sinking on that stupid ship.
You're on a ship for like 10 minutes.
Ow! Hey, what the hell was that for?
The slant nose will never sink. Not with the captain's engine on board.
Oh, they're best friends now.
Now that you're a pirate? Well, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about the pirate code.
And what code would that be?
What code? Well, that would be a secret pirate code that we would do if we had the time. Good luck, kid. Hey, Grandpa! Wow, you have Cook is such a and what a kick! Boy, she's strong. That Cook. Ha ha.
I have no idea what you just said.
Well, what I'm saying is that Cook is as cute as a button. She's just, oh, you must be proud.
You lying creep. Cook, it hurts when you get kicked, you know? But he insulted the captain. Isn't that right, Captain?
She don't give a fuck.
Captain?
Dude, he was gonna fucking beat the hell out of her.
Sad.
Alright, I'll read Seth's dream. This is our first one. Maybe, hopefully it'll be as good as Kayam's. Kayam's has not had a bad dream yet. Oh, wondrous beast of Nera, proud descendant of the white-winged clan. Sid? No, Seth. You were alone. You alone were my irreplaceable companion. Would it anger you to hear me call us two of a kind? Were we not, in fact, the perfect combination, you and I? Bound together by a single thread. That gossamer thread we know is loneliness. Anira, I owe my life to you. Not, of course, that you saved my life in the ordinary sense of the word. Mine is not a life that can be lost under any circumstance. It is an irrevocable burden, I will not die. I cannot die. And therefore my life was not for you to save. Oh, Anira, what you saved, I now see, was not my life, but my heart. Back then, long, long centuries ago, I was a pirate. The only woman pirate on the open seas. Seth Baltimore. That name was known to all who plied the sea. Some spoke my name in fear and trembling, while others voiced it with deepest admiration. Some even called me the righteous buccaneer, nor were they far wrong, I'd say. The pirate ships I commanded had rules that were clear and strict. We targeted only one kind of vessel, those opulent passenger ships the wealthy boarded for pleasure cruises. We would put a bit of scare into the passengers, of course, maybe rough them up a little, but killing was strictly forbidden. All we did was squeeze a few drops of treasure out of the purses of those who had more money than they knew what to do with. We traded our booty for cash with shadowy dealers, and the money we shared in the world's dens of poverty. I would cringe at being called a champion of justice, but we prided ourselves on being far more than villains. I became a pirate for one simple reason. I hated the law, and I hated even more those who flaunted the law for their own self-aggrandizement. In a word, I wanted a life of freedom. Whenever I stood at the prow of a pirate ship slicing its way through the waves, and I viewed the vast ocean stretched out beneath the clear blue sky, I felt enveloped in the joy of having taken limitless freedom in my own two hands. True, I need not traffic in fear of death and aging known to all who count as human. And because I will neither age nor die, infinite time means for me infinite freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? I would spy the ship that would be at our day's quarry. I was always the first to board it, springing lightly onto their deck with a shout. I am Seth Baltimore. Now be good and hand over your money and valuables. Then, taking the booty we had snatched, my men and I would raise a cry of victory and leap back into our ship. I was absolutely free. Nothing stood in my way. Eternal life overflowing with freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? Righteous Buccaneer, what kind of fancy pants nonsense is that? How about pirate bitch? Of course, one always hears such jealous ravings in all walks of life, but especially so in the thuggish world of pirates. Needless to say, I knew I hadn't any enemies. Even a child would realize that being called a righteous buccaneer could only increase the number who hated me among such raping and pillaging brigands as pirates of the sea. But I didn't care about that. I could be stabbed with a knife or blasted with a cannon and still I would not die. Immortal Seth, they called me. And it was literally true, not just a figure of speech. I won't get in your way, I told the other pirates, but I won't let you get in mine either. I was afraid of nothing and no one. I lived the way I wanted to live. I wouldn't or shouldn't have let anyone interfere with me. I went wrong only once, but that was all it took. In a moment of carelessness, I let them capture me. Of course, that alone was nothing for me to be afraid of. As I keep mentioning, I can never age or die. It would have done them no good to try to kill me, and they knew it. The most they could do would be to rough me up a little and threaten to make it worse for me next time. They had to do something to show their men how tough they were. They couldn't just let me horn in on the pirate game and pretend it never happened. So I said, "Hurry up with the torture, will you? I haven't got all day." We were in a cave on a desert island. I was in handcuffs and leg irons, surrounded by half a dozen huge men, all well-known pirate captains. One of them was holding a long, thick chain. I get sick to my stomach just looking at your sweaty faces. Come on, hurry up and beat me with the chain. Or would you rather strangle me? Whichever you choose. Hurry and get it over with. The men laughed out loud. Hurry and get it over with, said the leader. Too bad for you, Seth, but this punishment is not the kind that can be hurried. I'm just sorry we can't stay with you to the end. Yeah, chimed in another man. Unlike a monster like you, we humans don't have all the time in the world. Okay, man, let's make it fast, the way the lady wants. Licking his lips, the man with the chain approached me, and two other grabs my arm from the side. They were not going to use the chain as an instrument of torture, but to rob me of my liberty. They chained me to a gigantic boulder in the cave. They were laughing so hard they can hardly contain themselves. Oh no. Just what you need, eh, Seth? It's the end of the road for you. We can't shoot you, we can't stab you to death, so we'll just lock you up. We'll never come back to this island again, and not even a half-baked pirate like you knows this place on any sea lanes. I thought something else was gonna happen. No fishing boats even. Right about now your men have gone off looking for the wrong island. We're the only ones who know we brought you here. Not even our crews know where we are. Nobody's coming to save you, that's for sure. You'll be in here forever. Can't move a muscle and you can't even die. All by yourself for the rest of eternity. With that, the men walked out of the cave, leaving me there with a single lantern. Cowards, I screamed. Don't run off like that. Don't do this to me. But the only response was the hollow echo of my own voice in the cave. The lantern the men left behind was not meant to be a kindness, but rather the opposite. It was a prop in their little drama. When I finally ran out of oil and went dark, it would impress on me that the weight of eternal solitude. As long as the lamp kept glowing, I was filled with rage for the men. But when the oil was running low and the flame began to flicker, a deep anxiety assaulted me. Unable to move, I stared blankly at the flame. Eternity. This world has no such a thing, or perhaps it should not have. Solitude. I was always alone. Or more precisely, I always ended up alone. It was my destiny I could be surrounded by companions whose feelings matched my own perfectly. I could share the deepest love with another, but in the end I would always have to lose them. Do you know what it feels like to see countless others succumb to death while you yourself are on the road of an endless life? Ah, but in your case, Anira, you do have some idea. As I watched the lamp in the cave went out, a world of darkness spread out before me, and there I was, alone. No more would I taste the sorrow of parting, but neither would I be able to taste the joy of meeting, eternally without end, alone. I did not try shouting. People shout and scream for one reason only, because they want someone to hear them, because they believe there is someone somewhere who will hear their cries. I did, however, shed tears. Which is not to say I wept. There was no way that the immortal woman pirate Seth Baltimore would ever break down and cry. A tiny tremor went through the darkness. That is all it was. And then I noticed, oh, tears are coming out of me. Really, that is all it was. The hours passed, or perhaps it was days. In the darkness I lost track of the flow of time. There was something else I lost track of. If all that was left for me to do was stay by myself, struggling against eternal solitude, escaping, even of rotting away, then what was the purpose of my living in the world? Perhaps the men who trapped me here had been right, unable to either age or die. Perhaps I was some kind of monster. Then why was such a monster living in this world? What was I supposed to do here? I did not know the answer to that. I would never know the answer to the end of my never-ending life. I felt frustration, sorrow, but above all, fear. Eternity was frightening to me. Solitude was frightening to me. I might have been trembling. Or without even the energy for that, I might have been utterly drained. Whatever it was I was feeling, that is what happened. Anira, that is when you first appeared before me. A tiny burst of light softened the darkness. And from the light, almost before I could wonder what it was, there came a voice. Are you too trapped in the prison of solitude? Who was that? In the light, a flash of white wings. Then, with a sudden increase in size and brightness, the light seared my eyes. Accustomed to total darkness, my eyes could not stand the glare. For an instant, they could not see anything at all. Grimacing, I clamped my eyes shut before daring to open them little by little. There before me hovered a pure white glowing beast. Its white wings were breathtakingly beautiful. How beautiful you were, Anira. But yours was not a florid beauty. No, it was subtly different. Your beauty wore a cloak of loneliness. I am like you said. When I cocked my head to look at you with puzzlement, you continued. I've been looking for someone like you for a very long time. You spoke slowly, majestically. O immortal woman pirate, you and I share a single destiny. You knew who I was. Together let us escape from the solitude and make our way together, you said, your eyes locked on mine. Escape from this solitude. The words continued ringing in my ears. But I did not know who you were. I could not even be sure of what you were. Nor could I leap joyfully at the invitation of one I could not tell as friend or foe. Who are you? I asked. I am Anira of the White Winged Clan. White Winged Clan? I had heard the name before. The White Winged Clan were said to be wondrous beasts that had become extinct in the distant past. I've heard that the White Winged Clan died out long ago. I am last of the bloodline. The only survivor? Indeed, as I said the last. Which is why you speak of solitude. At that point, almost before I knew it, a weak, almost self-mocking smile crept over my face. I felt myself lowering my guard as I spoke to you. My chains, however, were digging even deeper into my flesh and shackling my heart as well. You used the phrase prison of solitude before. It's true, this is a prison. Being alone for eternity is a prison without bars. You nodded at these words of mine, Anira, in silence. But then you said, I was in a prison too until just now. I'm sure it's true, to be the only living survivor. I've spent far too long a time alone. I know what you mean. In the legend, members of the White Winged Clan are thought to live 1,000 years. But even if you were to live on for several centuries as sole survivor, you could never be the female member of the clan of the White Wing and hope to make children with her. The clan will never rise again. The sole survivor must live out the remainder of his days alone. In order to conquer the unbearable loneliness, you said, I would need someone to make her way with me. Then you looked hard at me and said, Oh pirate woman, are you not of the same mind? I nodded in agreement. But then I made a point of smiling and said as casually as I could, in other words, you're lonely. Your beautiful face softened, and you said with some embarrassment, I wonder. According to the legend as I have heard it, the clan of the White Wing are proud and love their solitude. This only increases your embarrassment and you said solitude has its limits. That it did. I decided to trust you then and there. Well, if that's how you feel, you should come right out and say it. I want company. Company? Alright, a companion. A companion. Exactly, so it's decided. I'll team up with you. That ended all hesitation just as you saw me one to make your way together with. I put my full trust in you. Let's go wild on the high seas, I cried. Isn't that what make our way together means? You mean that I should become a pirate? You don't like the idea? You paused for the space of one breath and chuckled softly. I've always wanted to give it a try. No sooner were the words of your mouth than you leaped at me. With one bite, you cut through the thick chain that held me down. Oh, wondrous beast Anira, proud descendant of the White Winged Clan. This was how you and I first met. In the 900 years since then, we raged over the open sea more wildly than I ever had before. When I stood at the prow of our pirate ship in search of prey, you were always there beside me. We became irreplaceable partners, friends, companions, family. Alright, that was pretty good. Oh man. They once again do not miss.
Seth? Cook? You're crying. I remembered some things from a long time ago. You mean when you were a pirate? And remembering made you cry? I've always been a pirate. I was crying because of something that happened that I regret.
Good old Nita. What happened to her? Such good little stories. Who's this stupid ass Kellyanne?
Gaim! Look, it's Gaim! Hey, everybody! Gaim's back!
Yeah, they do. Every time. There's always some shit about immortality and not being able to die. I think the creator's mom died or something I read. Right around the time when he founded this studio. And I think that plays a large part in all the death things.
It's good to see you again, Kyle. But you haven't changed a bit.
Alright, here would be a good spot to save. And then end it for the night. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow because I'm not yet a Twitch streamer who can make a living. Well, that's it. See you later.